to talk about the deal, Chairman and Managing Director with IRB Infra Developers. Well, on the big deal, what is the fundraising exercise, and can you explain the deal in simple terms to our viewers?
What we are trying to do here is we are raising a significant amount of capital, as you rightly said. The board has approved today 2 standalone independent preferential allotments to 2 marquee investors. One is a strategic investor, that is Cintra, which is a 100% subsidiary of Ferrovial, which is a European large infrastructure giant with a $23 billion market cap and spread across almost 20 countries. They will be investing up to a 24.9% stake in the company. The other allotment has been approved in favor of GIC affiliates for 16.9% stake, and together almost 5,347 crores is what the company is looking to raise as a part of these 2 allotments. And as a result, the existing promoter holding will dilute to 34%, and we will continue to have the management control and will be the single largest shareholder going ahead as well.
It is still a significant dilution, Mr. Mhaiskar, 5,000 crore. Is this sufficient now for company to get growth capital back?
So, look, I mean, the way we went about this, we were clearly seeing the signs of normalization coming back with the pickup on vaccination and growth coming back, plus a very, very renewed clarity from the government in terms of asset monetization, infrastructure pipeline as a whole. And we thought that we needed to get 2 of our aspects very clearly aligned. One was to deleverage the balance sheet at the holding company level, and also to get growth capital to capitalize on all these upcoming opportunities. So we didn't wanted to do anything in piecemeal, and we wanted to address this in one go. And we were also very, very clear in our minds that we wanted investors, we were wanting to look at investors who understand the value chain that we have created over the last 20 years and who would appreciate the business model. So the value add that comes from Ferrovial / Cintra in this case is that they are one of the large toll road developers globally, and the knowledge that they will be bringing with them is going to significantly help the company. So with that perspective in mind, we decided to address this issue and have now culminated that process by raising this significant amount of capital that will help the company to deleverage to the extent of almost 3,500 crores at the holding company debt level, and also put in a growth capital of almost 1,500 crores to take up projects in the medium term. And this kind of growth capital will enable the company to look at anywhere up to 20,000 crores worth of new projects.
Right. Mr. Mhaiskar, will GIC be acquiring stake in the Mumbai-Pune project as well?
No. This is a preferential allotment for shares in the listed company. We are not diluting any stake in the Mumbai-Pune at all.
Right. Sure. Mr. Mhaiskar, as of now, your release states that the existing promoter will retain management control and will be the single largest shareholder. Do you plan to sell more stake to them, maybe later on, or could it also be a possibility that it would be professionally managed, for instance?
I believe IRB Infra is even today a very professionally managed company. We run on excellent systems. The company runs on a SAP module. We have very, very highly skilled manpower executing the projects for the company. I think this is something which was very closely looked at when Cintra decided to invest into us. And they have global best practices, their ESG foray, and the overall way of running projects. So they also very closely looked at our systems, and that is after the detailed due diligence that they decided to invest into the company. So in terms of the future, if you ask me, I think you will appreciate that we have a large platform of private investment trust, where the projects that we have put in, almost 9 of them are now, 7 of them are already completed, and 2 of them will be very soon getting completed. So we will have a pool of assets which would now, over the next 2 to 3 years, start contributing significantly surplus cash flows. If we look at IRB on a standalone basis, the 7 assets that sit out of IRB are also cash flow positive. So with the holding company debt being prepaid, it would not be out of way to say that the company is on an autopilot mode now. And growth from here on will not need incremental capital, because we already have tackled for the growth capital. And going forward, the surpluses from the 2 platforms, the public InvIT as well as the private InvIT, and also the projects which are housed within IRB, will keep contributing significant amount of surpluses to grow the company.
Mhaiskar, really appreciate your time and glad you could join us. Thank you for your thoughts.